Each year, for one enchanted night, the traditional bal de midinette calls forth into the limelight the vivacious little seamstresses of Montreal's garment industry.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The candidates for the title of Queen of the Dressmakers for this year will now be introduced to the present Queen. Céline Bastien of the Alice Adrian shop. Marielle Rousseau of the My Lady Dress Company. Raymond Boucher of the B.H. Shapiro shop. Rita Pizan.
They tremble a bit in a ruffle of silk at being the focus of so much attention, for this is very different from the routine of their daily activity. Workshops filled with the busy chatter of sewing machines.
And now the president of the selection committee will speak to you, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Shane.
I am very, very pleased indeed to be here tonight and proclaim the new Queen of the Dressmakers. The choice we had to make was not an easy one. Quite a number.
And in the flurry and excitement, reality, present or past, becomes blurred. From solitude to society, from anonymity to spotlight, it was a long and sometimes arduous climb for Marielle Rousseau. It all began 5 years ago with an endless, lonely round of dressmaking plants looking for work. Then, having found an employer, facing still the unexpected formalities of union membership in a first suspicious meeting with organized labor. Name and surname, age and address. Marielle's the name, Marielle Rousseau. Got a job, need a union card. What about other interests, talents, ambitions? What for? Just a moment. Would Marielle perhaps be interested in a program of self-improvement? Dozens of her fellow workers will be taking part in the union's courses in dancing or language, drama, cooking, or psychology. Psychology, what's that? And if it's free, there's a catch in it somewhere. Thank you, some other time, maybe. Marielle had been attracted to the dressmaking industry by natural calling and aptitude. In fact, the inborn talent for needlework of thousands of French-Canadian girls like her had made her city into the capital of the nation's garment industry. So that here in the heart of Montreal, on St. Catherine, on St. Lawrence, on Philip Square, hundreds of dressmaking shops turn out 2 out of 3 Canadian dresses. Quite early, Marielle learned that one is never alone in a job. And thank goodness. There are many tricks to the trade, and one needs a pointer here and there. For it seems that every dress or blouse or gown has its secret, its individuality. No wonder they can't be assembled by machines. It must be shaped by the nimble, intelligent fingers of a craftswoman. So this was it. The show all the girls at the shop had been excited about. Well, maybe there was something in this union education program, after all. got her. But this was fun, even if hard work, and it made you feel like a brand new person.
Oh non, par exemple. Bon, allons, Marielle. Vite, vite, tout le monde.
Poise and personality, they called it. Why not?
We hope to establish stabilization of industry.
And knowing things gave you a new confidence.
How do you think the union would help stabilize the economy?
Very simple. May I illustrate that on the blackboard? For instance, A will indicate the nation. B, our industry. C, our union.
But talking through pencils seems an awful waste of words to a woman. And so Marielle became part of a new family. And when the shop chose its candidate for the title of Queen of the Dressmakers, her name was whispered from mouth to mouth throughout the plant by pressers and examiners and cutters and general hands.
Ladies and gentlemen, Marielle is the winner. Let's give her a big hand.
Then, suddenly, Marielle saw about her the symbols of what she achieved in 5 years through personal effort and the cooperation of union and industry. Recognition of efficiency at work, security in job and pay and social benefits, full acceptance by her fellow workers, and spontaneous approval of her blossoming personality. And above all, what greater accomplishment than to be considered a lady in one's own family and to be waited on even by young brothers. And so, hail Marielle, new queen of the midinette. Queen for a night or queen for a year, it doesn't matter much. But these other achievements, this discovery of self, this assertion of personality, this new warm confidence, are these not fitting rewards for a beautiful young queen?